Is this image confusing you? Giving you a stroke? Scaring you?
Horrifying you? Giving you nightmares?
Good! That's exactly what it's supposed to do. Now at this point, I expect that you've probably already seen this image because apparently it's a bit more popular than I thought it was. But I recently came across Ganbreeder, which is basically an AI that creates more images of this kind of style. You know, it's an AI that's replicating real objects based off of what it has as references of objects, but then it doesn't actually create something that looks real. Like, look at this castle. It looks real, like maybe a castle or something, but then all the depth is off, the shadows, the reflections, it's reflecting stuff that's not there. The ones with humans are really scary, so we're gonna avoid those. So I've made an account so I can create my own, and what you can do, you can select your genes, so they have different stuff here. Like I could pick a dock, for example, and then maybe take food. I could take a cucumber and then create an image out of this, and it will blend these two together, and somehow between cucumber and dock we get this image, and an assortment of other ones with slight mutations. It's making these children like sexually reproducing the genes and like making natural mutations, so that it makes different images that look similar but different. And there's even a slider here, so I can change it between similar and different. I can make them more different, less different. This actually, see, this is the thing, it looks strikingly similar to an actual boat, but yet you can tell there's like what is that? There's a reflection right there, but there's nothing there that it's reflecting. I've saved a couple, but you can even do crossbreeding, so I can crossbreed one of the images I already have, like maybe this school bus looking thing. Look what it's done. It's created a school boat. School boat for when your school is on water. So then another thing that's really fun that you can do is you can just press this add random gene button, so you can I don't like that. So you can just add a bunch of random genes. Then if we mix all these together, it will create something very strange. This one in particular is kind of weird. It looks like a lot of people. Once again, we try to avoid the people. They're not the greatest. One of my favorite genes. If I just type C, prepare yourself for this. Tench! Tench is coming for you. Let's take Triceratops and let's take a scorpion and see what we make out of that. See, this is what is so interesting. Like, look at this. It even looks like realistic sand. It just looks like some creature on sand. And it looks like it could be something that actually exists. But yet, when you look close enough, you see, like, it doesn't work. It's like one of those impossible object kind of things. It looks on the surface like it's a real object, but it's not, because it's just trying to mimic something. It doesn't know the rules of physics and dimensions and what it's supposed to be, because it's really creating it in 2 dimensions. There's some genes here that are really weird. One of my favorites, if we go into other, nipple. I'm just gonna leave this here for a minute. You can come to your own conclusions on this one. But if I select this gene and create an image out of it, it creates baby bottle looking things, because it's like a baby bottle, like, and that's what they mean by nipple, I guess. But it shows babies' heads in like a conglomeration. Bottom line, I don't like it. Let's add a burrito. Why not? And you can edit yourself the genes. You can edit their like prevalence. So I can turn up burrito, turn down the nipple, make a new child. Now we have an abomination that looks strikingly like food. One of my favorite things about this is that when you make something like food, for example, when you choose a food item, when I see this image, I immediately think food, which is so weird, because all it's doing is mimicking a burrito, a loggerhead apparently. It decided to throw that in there, and a nipple. If you create a new one, if you add like, I don't know, let's add a bikini. Bruh. If that's a bikini, and then let's add underwater creatures. I like this one. If we add a sea anemone, what it's gonna create, I guarantee you, it's gonna look like an underwater creature. Oh no, that doesn't look like an underwater creature. I mean, it kind of does. It even has the underwater background. Oh, another one of my favorite things. I keep saying this. I played around with this a lot before I'm recording this video, so I already know a lot of like the ins and outs. But one of my favorite things to do is just, if we go computer, if you do a computer keyboard and then a desktop computer, and combine it, it always puts the keyboard below the computer in some way. That makes it look like an actual like setup with a monitor and a keyboard. This looks, you can see like a monitor square here, and then keyboard. You can see the keys. You can see definition of keys there. Oh, you know what? Let's go into large objects. Let's pick a tank. Add that. Whoa. Let's lower the desktop computer and the keyboard. Make a new child. So, look, I can see the shape of the tank, though, on this. I can see where... Whoa, that one looks exactly like a tank. That is crazy. You can see, like the wheels. Or not wheels, but I don't know what you call them. What are tank wheels called? Oh, track. I'll just call them tracks. You can see the tank's tracks on either side. On all of these. Drilling platform. Drilling platform. Over land. And it's also a tank. This is what they're hiding in Area 51. I should have prefaced the video with this. Everything you're seeing here, this is what they're hiding in Area 51, if you didn't know that. This is what we have to raid Area 51. This has ascended beyond memedom. This is no longer a meme. We must raid Area 51 so that we can see, this. Do you not want to have access to this machinery in your life? Do you know how easy life's going to be when you have the Vine Snake computer keyboard drilling platform tank Velvet machine? That's what I thought. So you can also browse and see what other people have made. I find that a lot of what other people have made is more artistic looking and less weird. Like, see some of these, like the hot air balloon here. This looks... Oh, whoa, wait a minute. That's like a weird cat bird almost. Oh, that's a lot of jeans. Let's put up butcher shop. Whoa! What? I like these hot air balloon ones. This one, that is cool with the clouds. This literally just looks like a landscape. Actually, this is by far the most normal one I've seen yet. You actually couldn't convince me that this isn't a real image. That just looks like some shrubbery, that looks like some grass, and then some ocean, mountains, clouds. I actually see almost nothing wrong with this image, other than that there's like a little bit of a ridge right there where the clouds are. Okay, this is another interesting one. Some of these, they like, I don't know where exactly, what gene is causing this, but somewhere, oh, it's probably the remote control. Here you can see it again. So there's text on the remote control, and it's trying to mimic English, like, alphabet letters, obviously, and symbols. And it's getting the idea that, like, they're all the same, like, height, you know? You can see how they're all in a row. They're all the same height, the characters. And it's getting, like, they're continuous shapes. But obviously it can't mimic the alphabet letters perfectly. So it's, like, devising its own sort of hieroglyphics. But yet they look uncanny. Like, you can recognize it. The brain sees that, and it says, wow, that looks like text, you know? That looks like some sort of language. See, okay, this one, it's getting there. This one almost looks, okay, this one really looks like it. Okay, this one really looks like a real picture. And then what you can do is click on this lineage button, and you can see where we started with this image. We got grass for a generation, then it went away. Then we got some more going on here. Combination lock? I have to create something with a combination lock. And let me get remote control. Whoa. See, this one, it just has text going off the side here. It almost looks beveled, kinda. I guess our minds just perceive these completely differently because they're just so obscure. And it just the way our minds work, we all maybe see something different when we first look at these. Whoa! This is crazy. I've not seen a picture like this. There's a total white background. What is it? This is starting to look like a cell phone, kind of. Oh, another one of my favorites is the cheetah. Look at this dude.
Look at the top of his head.
Let's add cheetah and cheeseburger. Whoa. Okay, this looks like something with like ears. The cheese-ta. Okay, it's turning back into a cheeseburger. Ew. That looks like crusty. I'm telling you, you could go for hours on this thing. The progression is just so gradual. But then if we go through the lineage, we can see where we started with this. Then it became cheeseburger, and now we're at whatever this thing is, which still resembles a cheeseburger. I've been recording for like 20 minutes now, just looking at these things, so I think it's time for the grand finale. I'm just going to add as many random genes as possible. We're just going to see where it takes us. I'll see you back in 20 minutes when I've added every single gene possible. Wait a minute. Feather boa? Okay, hear me out for a second. Literally the first thing I thought of when I saw that is this. It's so similar, like just the angle. And the eyes are blue. The hair almost looks similar in color and shading. I literally feel like somebody uploaded a picture of PewDiePie for this because he's wearing a feather boa. That is weird. Oh no, I pressed create. Whoa! This is some of the most stroke-like stuff I've seen yet. I started to see a wheel here, maybe animal legs. When you add so many genes like that, it just becomes, look at that, it just becomes nothing. It's so random at that point. Okay, this is the last thing I want to try. I want to put in a bunch of landscapes and just see what it makes. Because some of the landscapes actually look really cool and realistic. So I want to see what happens if I just put in a bunch of landscapes. So I'll add valley, volcano, little stone wall in there, cliff. We're going to go with these 4 and just see what it creates. I'm hoping for something with like mountains in the background, some trees, maybe like a weird stone wall, Stonehenge looking thing. Whoa! Okay, you know what that reminds me of? Wait, look at this. Do you see the resemblance? That looks really cool. I love the landscapes it creates. They're so interesting. I'm gonna make a new one. I'm gonna add every single landscape. We have every single different landscape in here. And I'm gonna mix them all together, see what it just randomly creates. Interesting. Mostly ocean, but with like almost snowy mountains in the background, it looks like. It's got a lot of the ocean stuff. If I put down some of the ocean stuff, I'll see what happens. Okay, so adjusting some of the ocean stuff, now none of it is water. I like that one a lot. Why are they making such scenic photos? Well, that's about it for this, guys. I just kind of wanted to play around with this. I thought it would maybe be interesting. And also, to be honest, I thought it would have a pretty clickbaity title, thumbnail. But apparently this is something that people have already done before, YouTubers. So maybe I'm a little late to the game, but hopefully you found this as interesting as I do. I think it's pretty cool seeing this. Some of them are kind of creepy with the faces, animals, and humans and stuff. Those are a little creepy. But the landscapes and some just the objects, I think those are very cool. Yeah, ganbreeder.app/JasonMoore. You can go to my profile. You can check out some of the stuff I make if you want. You can even follow me. Follow me on Ganbreeder, guys. This is official. I'm gonna plug my Ganbreeder in every YouTube video now. It's officially my #1 social media feed. So if you want to stay up to date, make sure you follow that Ganbreeder, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.